Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Color Me Badland, back again to share an absolutely gorgeous fragrance that I am currently obsessed with. Not totally obsessed, but currently. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but when I tell you this fragrance is worth the chit chat, if you are interested to find out what fragrance I'm talking about today, please continue to watch. Alright, so come on in, get in here. Some of you may already have this fragrance in your collection, so excuse my giddiness, but I am extremely excited to come on and talk about this scent. It is rubbed me in all the right ways, and I'm super happy about it. So anyhow, before we get into chit-chatting a little bit about this beautiful fragrance and offering from Swiss Arabian, I want to again welcome you to my channel. If this is your very first time ever meeting you, I am Color Me Badland. I am a beauty professional among many other things, and mainly on our channel what we talk about are fragrances that are in my collection, those on my wish list, those in your collection and your wish list. We'll also talk about natural skincare, a little bit about makeup. I love a gorgeous lippy and a beautiful eyelash. We'll talk about wigs, of course, natural hair, all types of fashion. Hashtag all things beauty. We'll talk about love, relationships, romance, a little bit about dating, family issues, and faith. And if I repeated anything or if I omitted anything, we will probably talk about that as well. So let's get into it. The fragrance for today is from the collection or the house of Shagaf Shagaf Swiss Arabian. That's the name of it. And we're back. Okay, so the fragrance that I wanted to come on and share with you guys is from the illustrious Middle Eastern company of Swiss Arabian. And this is Shagaf for Women, I believe. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, it's Shagaf for Women, Eau de Parfum. And it is from the house of Swiss Arabian. Sometimes I just have to read things to make sure I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. No shame in my game. And so I wanted to come on and share this gorgeous fragrance with you guys. I've seen some reviews on this fragrance. And I love a beautiful oud and rose fragrance. I love a sweet, citrusy fragrance. And this is such a gorgeous offering from Swiss Arabian, you guys. I'm going to bring the bottle in a little bit so you can kind of see what it looks like. Kind of similar to a lot of the other bottles that are in the collection, but this is so good. It is ridiculous. This starts off with like a really beautiful citrus blast, and normally when you get a citrus blast in a fragrance, it's a little bit shocking. Sometimes it's a little bit too much. Sometimes it gets stuck all in your nasal capacity and you start to sneeze and it irritates you all throughout the day. It's just a bunch of ridiculous foolishness that goes on with a lot of fragrances who start off with citrus. No shade on citrus, I love it, but it has to be done perfectly. Of course, that's what we collect for. We look for those perfect blends in fragrances. This is one of those, you guys. Again, this is starting off with your citrus. It's fresh, it's sweet, it's fruity. It has a little bit of your pink florals. It's woody. It's a little bit green, but not too green. It has a little bit of a musk component. It has rose, and it has the nerve to be a little bit lactonic. Sexy. So this is one of those fragrances. It's one of those. This is one of those. It's addictive. It's seductive, it's alluring, perfect for the kind of day we're having here where I live. It's really kind of like a little bit rainy, it's chilly, it's not cold, but it's chilly. It's just a beautiful option for a fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that is perfect for transitioning from the winter months to your spring and summer months. I would say you could definitely wear this gourmand fragrance all year round. Again, this is called Shagaf Women by Swiss Arabian. It is a floral, fruity gourmand fragrance for women. It smells so good. You get lime and lemon at the top, and it's not just your regular, like I said, your regular lime and lemon. It's sweet. It's a really sweet lemon, a really sweet lime. And your middle notes are what I love to call your heart notes, is where you get your praline. In the South, they call it praline. You know, closer up north is praline, whichever you prefer and how to pronounce it. You also get apple and peony. That's all in your middle. They could have stopped there, but in the very end, and that's where every time I start talking about this, or I take like a couple of photos of this, I kind of lose track of what I'm doing when I'm kind of playing around with this fragrance to kind of get that woodiness that comes at the very, very end of this fragrance. This is good, you guys. Like, it is such a quiet beast mode type of fragrance. It's very, very intense. It's very, very intentional. It's a really, really quiet fragrance. It does last all day long. I mean, if you layer properly, you have to scrub down to get rid of this scent. It's a little bit below a beast mode fragrance, but you will smell this forever. If you spray this on any garments, on your hair, especially if you wear hair pieces and wigs, you're gonna still smell this fragrance. It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely a perfect fragrance to wrap yourself in your transition months from wintertime to spring and then summertime. I can't wait to see what this does in the summertime. I love wearing kind of what people would call clawing fragrances in the summer because they normally work for me. This is a very, very sharp fragrance. So if you don't like sharpness in fragrances and that's kind of like a turn off for you, you probably wouldn't want to add this to your collection because it definitely has that in it. You'll notice that most Shagaf fragrances have that sharpness to it. This is a really stubborn fragrance. It's stubborn, but it's generous at the same time. And that's kind of how they describe this fragrance. It doesn't budge and it doesn't move from what it actually is. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's very giving. That's the new word. It gives. It gives boldness. It gives modernness. It gives intensity. It gives sensuality. It makes you very, very excited to be able to have on a fragrance that smells extremely expensive, but you can find it moderately priced. Beautiful fragrance, very enchanting, very seductive. This is one of those red light alert fragrances, so be careful, ladies. And they do list this as a women's fragrance, but you do know that all of their fragrances, in my opinion, are unisex. I highly recommend adding this fragrance to your collection if you don't already have this and you love gourmand fragrances, especially if you love floral, fruity gourmand fragrances, smooth like butter. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, saying thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. Let's see if I can do it. Make sure if you like this video or any other video that you watch that you hit that like button. Make sure you share. And then most importantly, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscription button. We also have a notification bell that will allow you to save your recordings for later. If you're not able to watch them when we first upload or premiere them, you can save them for later. Again, Color Me Bad Lynn. Peace.